This lesson is for 12.5, the volume of prisms. So the first thing we need to know before we figure out the volume of a prism is kind of how to do it. So your volume equals the area of your base, which would be B. So whatever you do to figure out the area of your square or your rectangle or your triangle or your trapezoid, the area of the base times the height. That's all it takes. So here we've got this rectangular prism over here. So we need to figure out the area of our base, which would be 3 times 4.2, which will get us 12.6. So if our equation is volume equals the area of the base times the height, we so far have volume equals 12.6 and then times our height of 5 to get us a volume of 63 centimeters, and then it's cubed because there's 3 dimensions that we're multiplying. So 63 centimeters cubed there. The area of your base times the height. You're stretching it up that many times. Here we need the volume of our rectangular prism. So like I said, volume is the area of your base times your height. So in this case, our volume will be the area of a triangle is 1/2 times our base, which is 6, it's a 6, times 2, because that's how wide it is, times our height of 7. So 6 times 2 is 12, times 1/2 is 6 again. So we're at 6 times 7, and 6 times 7 is 42. We need our label of centimeters cubed, because it was 1, 2, 3 dimensions. Here it says a room air conditioner can cool a room with a volume of 1,600 cubic feet. Sounds like something we need to know, maybe even the word volume there. If a room has a height of 8 feet and a length of 16, what is the maximum width of the room? So our room, I'm going to kind of draw it for us here, right? I'm not an artist. It looks kind of like a weird loaf of bread, but we'll work. The entire thing is 1,600 cubic feet. Our height is 8, and our length is 16. We want to know what this one could be. So let's make this into an equation somehow. We need our this times this times this equals that. So let's rewrite this whole thing down here. It'll be 8 times 16 times W equals our cubic feet of 1,600. To get W by itself, we divide by 8, and we'll get 16W equals 200 divided by 16. And our width can be 12.5 feet. And finally, we're going over the area of composite figures. So just like when you were finding out the area when it was just 2D, it's the same thing. So you pick the 2 shapes that you can figure out. So I'm seeing a rectangle here and a triangle here. Our triangle's base would be 1/2 times 10 times 2, and then times 3 to get us a volume of 30 feet cubed. And our rectangle over here would be 6 times 2 times 3 to get us a volume of 36 feet squared. And then we just add them together. So the total area of this ramp here would be 66 feet cubed.